This is where everything is headed.
So compared to the first two seasons, how does season 3 feel different for you guys in terms of tone scale and what it means for the dynasty?
Hit it.
Hit it.
I'd say this season is much bigger in terms of scope. We meet more people from more planets. Somehow, I don't know how, but the show gets bigger and bigger each season, and we arrive on more planets, meeting more people. And it's a huge, diverse group of people. We meet a bunch of new characters of very distinct personalities that bring a lot of fun, new energy to the show. I think overall the season is a darker season. It's a season that is defined by war and blood and mind control and manipulation and just all that chaos. So that's, I think that's, there's a scene that opens the season which involves the Mule, who's kind of our main antagonist for the season, and that opens the show. And from that moment on, it's just blood and guts and basically just all hell breaking loose for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Yeah. And you know, for the past 2 seasons, it's basically been the Empire controlling and keeping at bay or keeping submissive the rest of the solar system. But now we're losing our cloneness. We're devolving into humanity or wanting to be more human. And there's a desperate need to sort of hang on to the dynasty and the Empire. And that's thereby hangs a tail. That's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of touching on this, but how would you describe this version of Dawn and Dusk that we meet this season when the power has shifted so much in the last 152 years?
Yeah. I think the main thing that I felt coming into the season is because Day has decided he doesn't want to involve himself in the Cleons anymore, there is this empty middle throne. And I think both of us as characters are looking at it and go, who's going to occupy that? And the obvious person, or at least to my mind as Dawn, is me. And I think as a result, Dawn has to grow up very quickly. And as soon as you meet him this season, he's done that growing up. And he's very single-minded, very determined, very, I think, confident, and wants to take on that middle throne sooner rather than later. He is the ruler that the Cleons need in that moment. And I think he learns enough from Dusk and from Demoiselle to meet that moment. And so I think there's a confidence to him that we haven't seen in previous seasons. And that was just so great to do, because I think the season 1 Dawn that we meet is kind of fragile and unsure of himself, but this Dawn is anything but. He's very singular in his determination to rule. And
Dusk knows that, calls him the best of us, and he orchestrates everything that happens when the wheels come off the wagon to see that Dawn makes it to that middle throne, as you know, and of course things go a different way.
You mentioned Brother Day, how he kind of F's off and is doing his own thing. But I have to say, from a viewer's perspective, he's extremely entertaining. So what was it like filming those scenes with Lee this season?
Yeah. Lee is so great in this season, and it's sort of
we went around for a lot of that stuff that he does.
That's why it's been so much fun to watch it, to see him, because we see him occasionally in the palace in character. But I think it's the great thing about the Cleons and the great thing about our place within the show is that each season we come back and get to do a whole new thing. I mean, Lee's performance this season is unrecognizable to his performance in season 1, and it's testament to how a great actor he is. But also it's testament to our writers, the fact that they're giving us this opportunity to really stretch out and try different colors and try different characters on each season. But it's interesting watching it back, because it's obviously we're all living together and we're shooting, but we're not on set every day with everyone else's storyline. But the Cleons are always interconnected in some way, and it's cool to see how distinct the three of us are this season. We're like completely different people, even though we are clones.
Is there a dynamic this season that has not happened in previous seasons that you're most excited for fans to see?
I mean, there are so many. I mean,
Gail.
I think
me meeting Gail is crazy.
Yeah, you meeting Gail is crazy.
I think Dusk essentially ruling alone is crazy. I think any dynamic that involves Pilu Ashbeck, who plays the Mule, is immediately electric. I think he's a fantastic actor. I think every time he's on screen, he's just so magnetic to watch. I mean, every single time he comes into frame, I'm like, wait, what's going to happen? I have no idea what's going to happen. And he really keeps me on the edge of my seat throughout. And we felt that as actors. I remember Terry and I having a discussion with Lara when he came into a scene that we were doing. And of course, we've been playing the Cleons in the Palace for many years now. And so, you know, we think we know how it works. And then in comes the Mule. And it's like, whoa, okay, we've got to throw out everything we thought we knew about. Even as actors, like how these scenes work, because that is such an unpredictable and like brilliant actor that really messes things up in a great way. Both as an actor, but also as a character in the show. He comes in and brings the chaos, and it's great.
Yeah. Well, our speed date has ended. Thank you guys so much for chatting. Take care.